Hello guys and welcome back to Coaster Climax. And Thorpe Park opened the UK's tallest and fastest coaster on Friday, which if you haven't seen already, make sure you check out my vlog. Amazing day, great atmosphere, the coaster itself was incredible. In case you didn't know, the ride has now been closed since the opening day. We did go back on the Saturday, hoping to get in another ride, however it was closed. They didn't tell us when they got there, even though they knew. We queued everything and it just didn't go to plan. Where are we left at now? It's coming up nearly a week since that happened, and we got told the ride would be opening the 29th, which is today, as of recording this video, and it's not opened. We got told last night then that it would be extended till the 8th. It's not looking good. It's a brand new coaster coming to Thorpe Park. It's brand new, it's Mac, it's a reliable product, and it's down again for an extended period of time. Obviously, this is not ideal. This is not what the park wanted. This is not what we want. I highly believe that this is more frustrating to Thorpe Park themselves than it is to us that want to ride it, as you've got to think the amount of money that they would have lost having this ride closed for such an extended period of time, as well as it being closed during the half term. Not ideal at all. This is not what the park wants. Even though you guys might be a bit frustrated, it's going to be more frustrating to the park. So what does this mean now? I mean, we're not really sure what's wrong with it. We know that on the opening day there was issues with the air gates. That's why the ride kept going down. When we was in the station, we did see that happening. Staff messing around with the air gates because of it throwing some sort of error. However, there's been a lot of activity on the lift hill of the ride. A crane on site now, which means that there's going to be something to do with the heights. We've heard a lot of things. We've heard a cracked support. I don't believe it's that. We've heard something to do with the cog or the chain. It could be. We honestly don't know. It could be something small. It could be something major. I'm leaning more to it being something small. So if it was something major, it just would not reopen. However, we know it is going to reopen. It just at the moment is going to be closed for an extended period of time. They're going to have to retest it all. There's so much that has to happen before it can reopen. It could just be a sensor, but we're not really sure. So I'm not going to be the one to speculate. I don't think that's my place to. I think if anybody's going to say anything, it's got to be the park themselves that have got to come out and say what they have to say. However, they did come out with this video today, basically saying that they apologise for Hyperia being closed. That it's hard for them as well, which I totally agree with. It is going to be hard for them. They're the one taking the brunt of this. They want the ride to be open just as much as we do, and they've formally come out and apologised. So if we have a look at this video here now, this shows everything that they've said and what the next steps are.
Hello everyone, I'm back a little unexpectedly with a Hyperia update. On the 24th of May, we launched the UK's tallest, fastest and most weightless coaster in the most spectacular fashion. Firstly, we want to say a huge thank you to everyone who attended. With alarms set for crazy o'clock, you came in your thousands from across the UK and perhaps beyond to celebrate our Golden Goddess. Thank you to everyone for making this day a success by bringing your infectious energy, godlike patience, and for following our safety guidelines like pros. We also want to extend our thanks to our teams who brought their A-game to deliver the most memorable day in our history. It sure brought a tear to our dry little eyes. We've read every review and watched hours, maybe days of vlogs and content. Hearing your feedback has put huge smiles on our faces. And of course, thinking about how we can top this for next time. If you joined us on the 24th, please scan the QR code on the screen to leave your feedback. We read every review in detail and pass on the love to anyone mentioned. We were riding a 236-foot high on Friday evening, and we were fully set to do it again on the following day. Sadly, despite the very best efforts from our teams, we were unable to open Hyperia on Saturday the 25th. Please, from all of us here at Thorpe Park, accept our deepest apologies. Just like the launch day, you showed up, and we were so excited to welcome you all. So breaking this news to you was incredibly tough, but thank you for being so understanding. By now, you may have seen the updated FAQs on our website and social channels, so I'm here to summarise everything we know so far. Despite our very best efforts, we are currently unable to commit to reopening Hyperia before the 8th of June. Behind the scenes, we are working around the clock to get Hyperia back into full flight as soon as possible. We know you'll have lots of questions, so from tickets to hotel bookings, you can find all the latest information on our website. Scan the QR code on the screen to jump straight there. I'll be back soon with another update, where I hope we can bring you all the exciting reopening news. In the meantime, please accept our heartfelt apologies. We know Hyperia means as much to you as it does to us. After all, it's been a long time coming. Of course, until then, Thorpe Park is open as usual, including all of our classic rides. And if you need a little pick-me-up, the good folks on Big Easy Boulevard are always on hand for a dose of feel-good thrills. Once again, thank you for all of your love and support. We cannot wait for everyone to find their Fearless on Hyperia soon.
So as you've seen there, that's what they released. It is just an apology. They didn't go into depth of what's wrong. I don't think they will. I think if they would have done, they would have done it then. They've just said to keep an eye on the social medias to see what's going on, which you should do. One thing I do really appreciate is that they are revalidating everyone's tickets if you go and Hyperia is closed. I think that's brilliant. I plan to go with one of my friends that isn't a Merlin annual pass holder to go and ride Hyperia, and they have revalidated our ticket, which is great, because that means we can go when it does reopen. So we're hoping if it should be reopened by the 8th, and then we can go and get our rides on there again. It is frustrating. We all know this. Just know that Thorpe has their best interest in mind. Safety comes before anything. They're not going to run a ride if it isn't 100% safe and the computers isn't happy with the ride being run. So that's all that's happened. Like I said, it is very frustrating. Not much we can do. So, yeah, that's happened. Hopefully it should be open again. They've said that it should be open on the 8th, hopefully. Obviously, it was already delayed. They said it should be open today. These things happen, don't they? At least they're letting people know, and you're not just showing up on the day and being disappointed that Hyperia isn't open. So they are letting people know that it is closed. So now, my thoughts on Hyperia. My honest, truth thoughts on the opening day. It was mental. The atmosphere there was insane. The ride was insane. The layout itself was insane. I think even with the budget cuts as the theming, everything that way was insane. But there was some things I didn't like. The good things, the queuing system. I loved the queuing system. It was so well organised. There was so much going on. There was no pushing. It's like when we went to Nemesis Reborn, we was one of the first in the queue. We was right at the front there early in the morning. Because everyone run, we ended up having to be towards the middle of the queue, which isn't exactly fair. And how Thorpe done it, if you're there early, you're at the front of the queue, you're getting in the front of the queue, which is so much better. So, yeah, that's definitely good. Then when you go into the whole area, I like the way that they've stylised it. I think the plants are going to grow. I felt it did look a bit underground. They will grow. And the stage looks great. I really hope they don't get rid of the stage, because that covers a big, massive dirt patch they've got behind where the gap is from Hyperia to Soar. They've got to keep that in. If not, it's just going to open it up, and it really is going to make the area feel a whole less closed in. So I don't know what they're going to do with that stage. I don't know. Obviously, you've got some screens on there. Maybe say the backstory of Hyperia a bit. Obviously, I don't really know what they're going to do. I don't think that show that they've had going on opening day is going to stay very long, because obviously they have to pay for that to go on. And obviously them cuts will be put into place. I just hope that the whole stage area doesn't go. Next thing, you go into the queue line. Them big archways look really cool. Now, a lot of people have said that they look cracked. They do look cracked, but they're not. It's just where it's so big, they couldn't make it in one piece. However, it is very obvious that there is a big separation between the little pieces. It still looks cool, so hopefully they could do some tinkering to put it a bit closer. But if not, at least it's there. Start of the day, the queue line was great. There have bins thoroughly throughout. There's a bit of a cattle pen going on, but it was moving quick. The operations were pretty good. So that side of it was great. That was amazing. We then get towards later on in the day, when the bins started overflowing. I remember tripping over rubbish. I didn't mention it in the vlog because I wanted to keep the vlog quite up, spirit and high feeling. I wanted a good feeling going to it. It was a good day. So I did keep that out, but there was lots of rubbish all over the floor that we were tripping over. Towards the night, when we was queuing for the night ride, they then started sending the staff through to do some litter picking. It was just where the bins were so full they were overflowing. I think that should have happened throughout the day to prevent that. That's something that I did think needed to be improved. As well as the gift shop. There wasn't that much merch in the gift shop. They had a couple of different jumpers, very similar designs. A couple of pin badges, again, similar designs. There wasn't a massive selection. I think they didn't have much space either. So, I mean, the merch was nice. I did like the merch they had. If I could have, I would have preferred a bit more. A big thing as well I said about Hyperia is that the layout would be way too short. And when you're on it, it actually feels a lot longer than what I thought it would. You really do feel like you're on there for a very long time. Just from where the elements are so drawn out and everything's got so much hang time on it. It does feel a lot better. So it does feel a lot better than what I thought. So I did like that aspect of it, that it did feel longer. I definitely felt that the ride length wasn't too short. Yeah, that was great. I did like the ride experience itself was definitely the best part of the day, along with the atmosphere. There was just them little bits that I think could have been done slightly differently. But if you guys went down there, let me know what you thought. So let me know down below what you guys thought of it. Was it a good day for you? Was it not? Did you manage to ride it, and are you going to go back again? So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you did like this video, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you guys do stick around. We've got plenty of vlogs coming up. We're going up to Alton Towers next week and the week after, so there'll be a lot of Project Ocean updates, general updates around the park, as well as going back to Thorpe Park when Hyperia does eventually open. That's all from me now. Goodbye.